Okay, fantastic. Well, I am so excited to be joined by the unsung hero of a property industry, Yvonne Martin from Agents Giving. So, not a lot of people know Yvonne. Yvonne works behind the scenes at Agents Giving. I had the pleasure of meeting Yvonne last year and realizing what an incredible job she does behind the scenes, but also what an incredible, resilient, amazing lady she is. So, Yvonne, thank you so much for joining Lunchtime Learnings today.
Well,
It's a
Stephen,
real honor to be on with you. So, just for everybody that doesn't know you, and I think sadly, there's far too many people that don't know you, but today I'd just like people to understand who you are and the incredible job that you do, and to explain to people a bit more what Agent Giving does to the industry, which is incredible.
well, thank you for those very kind words, Stephen. Yes, we met a year ago, and you certainly have impacted on my life, especially within Agents Giving. So thank you so much for that. That's brilliant. Yeah.
No, you're welcome. So first of all, before we go on the Agents Giving, tell us a little bit about you, how you got involved with the charity, and what you do behind the scenes.
Okay, yeah. Well, it was I was working for the breast cancer charity at the time for Mr. Ashraf Patel, and part-time. And then a colleague of mine asked me if I'd go for this interview with Peter Knight, who was chairman at that time of Agents Giving, because the girl there, Jane, was leaving and Vicky was going on maternity leave. So I thought, God, yeah, I can fit that in. I know I can fit it in. Anyways, I went along, great interview. And then Peter, on the night of the ball, obviously invited me and then announced that, I was taken over as part of Agent Giving team, which was greatly appreciated. And it's been a fantastic, and still is a fantastic journey. So I worked for both charities for a little while, but then I left the breast cancer because it was obviously all too much, doing too much with the journey, and really put in a lot of time into Agents Giving. So yeah, and it really is, I think, for me, when I started, it was only known to within their supporters, which were a smallish group. But then I feel that between myself and Vicky, we've really, explored the point that it's really, moving forward and getting a little bit more known within the industry. It is frustrating because obviously there's so much good work that goes on within the industry for all the agents, suppliers, and it's for us to promote the great work that they're doing. And because they do so well within their community and they're not recognised, and that frustrates me because I'd like to get hold of every story that every agent or supplier is doing and put it out there, and so people can recognise and support their great work that they're doing, So yeah, so that's how I got into this position in Agents Giving, and yeah, I really love it, and I just see that the potential to grow and grow, and to support so many more people.
So you mentioned there about promoting agents, and I know you do a great job on the website, and I've seen the tweet and the LinkedIn post that you've put about the laptop, the Computer for Schools campaign today, and I saw it firsthand at the ball earlier or last year, the incredible amount of work that agents are doing throughout the UK. I mean, it is amazing. So there are a lot of agents that are already speaking to you. There's also a lot of agents out there that are doing incredible work, but they're not speaking to you. So how do these people get in contact with you, and what do you want from them? So let's get the message out there.
Yeah, I think the thing is, I mean, we only have as much as that we do regular press releases. I think more or less we do a press release. If it's not every week, it's probably every other week within all the digitals. EAT are marvellous as Property Industry Eye and Property Reporter. They're great, and they help us get us out there with, you know, we'll write what events we're doing, and if you know, to promote the grant fund, because we have a grant fund. Obviously, during pandemic times, it's been very, very slow because obviously nobody's fundraising at the moment. But the grant fund's there to help you. So if you're putting on a challenge or an event and you've got costs for this, then Agents Giving will help you with those costs so that you're raising them more money for your charity rather than taking it out of the fundraising that you've already done, which gets depleted. And it's sometimes, you know, if you've got to pay £200 for a church hall, and you've got to take it out the money you raise, you think, oh God, you know, but we're there to help. We can help with some of the costs. So it pushes your fundraising up. But also, I mean, realistically, what we like to do is put it on our website, put it on our social media platforms, and promote what you're doing, and try and drive people to your fundraising link, so that hopefully people in your community can see what you're doing and then support you by making a donation. So for us, going into the digital papers and getting it on our website and social media, but as you say, it's how many are, you know, are reading the digital papers and take that note. Do you know what I mean? And take it through there. So it's word of mouth. It is spreading. It is word of mouth, and obviously in the media. But as you know, the media is huge. So it all depends if you're drawn to that section of the media.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. So can you give people, you talked about a grant, you know, what sort of events are you seeing estate agents put on? I know you've got obviously the ball. That was fantastic. I was privileged to be there in September with 350 odd people. Phil Spencer's a patron. As I said, the amazing work that agents and suppliers were doing was showcased. I know that you've got, that's going to be in, if I'm allowed to say, I may get in trouble, that I think the next one's going to be in July this year.
Correct. Yeah, the next one's in July. Yeah, and then obviously, so we need to know all the agents and all the suppliers, what they're, you know, what challenges and what events they're doing. I mean, a lot of events, a lot of what the industry are taking up are virtual events, because obviously, as we know, and that's what's happened over the last couple of years, is because obviously people are doing it from home. They're not doing it in organised events because of the pandemic. We were very fortunate last year, and September seemed to, the ball, which had been deferred for nearly 2 years, it slipped into September very sweetly. So we managed to get everybody there, and it was a, you know, thanks to all of you guys and you supporters, it was a very successful event. And those monies raised for that event will go into the grant fund, which then we then support with the agents and the industry suppliers a grant for their event to give it to their charity. So yes, so we have the ball in July, but we also have, and we've launched it today, is the Dragon Boat race on the 8th of May at Fairlop Waters in Essex. And we're pleased to announce that Home Let and Let Alliance are sponsoring the event, which is superb. A few people have signed up already. We need 15 to 25 boats. There's 17 people in a boat. One of them is the drummer and 16 rowers. So it's a team event, a family event, because the age of 12 can, any children can accompany you. So it's good fun, and it's a great way for us to raise our funds to put back into the grant fund. So yeah, so that's, as I said, that's it, very exciting. And 8th of May, all outside in the water. Well, I hope no one's in the water. And yeah, it should be great fun, great fun. Boomin have signed up, which is brilliant. Had a great email back from Kenny Bruce, who is a great supporter to Agents Giving. We're very appreciative to that, as many other supporters. Akaboom, have signed up, Kerfuffle have signed up, Paramount have signed up, and Thomas Morris. So we're off to a good start. So
Fantastic.
it's 15 to 25 boats we need. So yeah. So
and where do people who are watching this or listening to this, where can they go to sign up, please?
on the website under events, and you'll see the dragon boat race. Yeah.
Okay,
so
so that's
actually going to put it on today onto the homepage, but on the burger on the left-hand side is events, and you click in there and you'll see dragon boat race. But on all social media that's gone out today, the link will be there. The press, hopefully, it will go out in a press release on Friday, and the links will be there. But we'll put it on the homepage of the Agents Giving website as well. But it's there.
brilliant. And not only are you an unsung hero in the industry for everything you do, because I know you've had a really challenging time over the last year, and your resilience has been absolutely incredible. And how you manage to do what you do is incredible. I just want to touch on resilience because I just think it's really, really important for people. So, you don't need to share your story in any way. But a lot of people are suffering, and obviously I'm involved in Agents Together, another charity, and hopefully we can both work, or we do work really close, and getting closer together. But resilience is the healthy mind, the healthy body, the healthy industry, all the different pillars. You're incredible with what you've been through and how you have the most incredible mindset and resilience. Are you happy to share about resilience? Don't worry about your story, but how can people be resilient in when there's adversity and challenges out there?
I think for me, I'm very good at compartmentalize, my mind, and I just literally every day I get excited about every day. Every day is always half full. It's never half empty. I look forward to what each day will bring. I know that sounds a bit of a cliche, but I do. I really do. And I think, like you, Stephen, I think our industry has got the most amazing characters. And, and everyone I come across, they're all givers. They're not takers, they're givers. And I think when you have that and you're surrounded by that, I just think, you run on a positive line, and, you think, right, what can I do? It's not what I haven't got, it's what can I do? What can I do to make, to make everything, just swing along so nice? And, we're always thinking about, I know with you, with the computers for the schools, you're always thinking about how you can do better. And it's the same with me. It's how I can do better. What more can I do? And I laugh every day. Yeah, I get my bad moments, but on generally, I think I just want to be positive every day, and I I do. But I think, like you, I go out walking. It's a good exercise, and I think exercising is the mainstay of life. I think if you can go out and exercise and be outside walking, or even in the gym just doing something, you come out, you feel invigorated, and you look forward to what you're doing. And I think for me, especially now at the moment, I just think we know it's quite tense out there, and I can imagine the mental health issues with children and older people and families and parents. I know they're there. That they've always been there, but the pandemic has, it's given us restrictions of not going out, not doing it. Everything is negative. And I think the thing is, you've got to try, and it's so hard, but you've just got to try and work within it and still try and put that smile on, and still, I think anyone born in the UK is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. I think, we've got so much and the world doesn't have, and I'm grateful for that.
Brilliant. Well, look, I'm incredibly grateful for the time that you've given up today. So thank you very much. Please, everybody, let's tell everybody, the estate agents, letting agents, suppliers, do an incredible job. And what do the public think about estate agents and letting agents? You know, we've got such a awful name. But I've seen it firsthand, Yvonne's seeing it firsthand, the incredible charity work that agents, suppliers are doing in their communities. And it'd be fantastic to get that message out even more. So, you know, go to Agents Giving, ask for a grant, let them know your stories. Then hopefully Yvonne and all her colleagues will see you in July. I think there's also a Strictly Dancing competition as well.
Yeah.
So there'll be some entertainment on the night. But please carry on doing what you're doing. You know, so when I was there in September, I can't tell you, I mean, I could go through lists of people, and I'm going to leave people's names out, and I'm really, really sorry. But, you know, the stuff that Dawson's are doing, the stuff that Thomas Morris are doing, stuff that Paramount are doing, Pygott and Crohn's.
Yeah, Drivers and Norris, you know, there's go-to group. There's so many. Spice up. Yeah.
Yeah, Money Penny. You know, I know they're doing the Heartfelt dementia.
Dementia. Yeah, a thought for dementia. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just absolutely incredible. So please share all your stories with Yvonne and Vicky at Agents Giving. Hopefully sign up for the Dragon Race in May as well. Yvonne, thank you for being the unsung hero in the property industry. I think it's absolutely incredible what you do. Thank you for your time. I'm really grateful.
Thank you for asking me on this podcast. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you, everybody. Bye.